Hello everybody, welcome to the second part of this doubleheader on CUTV between Gannon and California. Colin Kirkwood and Devin Arena are joining you here today as we take a look at these past two games for both of these teams. Gannon struggled against the second in the region ranked IUP as they're trying to track down West Lib in the Atlantic region rankings. California fell in a close one to Edinburgh, 79-75. Thought they had that one throughout the gap, just kind of slipped away from them. And then last time these two teams got together, California beat up on the Knights on the road, 72-57.
Yeah, Brent Pegram led all four players in double-figure scoring with 23 points in that game. And that's going to be a key to this game. He's going to have to get hot early and get his name up on the board.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with you there on that one. California is looking to keep that sixth spot alive and well here to qualify for the PSAC tournament in the first year under head coach Danny Sancombe.
Yes, indeed, and Gannon is looking to jump up in the ranks here. And the next game for Cal is Pitts Johnstown, and that's going to be a huge matchup for this Cal team, especially in a different atmosphere, being in Hamer this time. So we'll have to see if they can get themselves together in this game and hopefully get a little winning streak going.
Not many home games left. Last one coming up on the 23rd of February will be senior night against IUP. Other than that, it's a road slate from here on out. Hearst, Seton Hill, and Clarion all on the road. So got to make these home wins count when you can.
Yes, you got to win as many games as you can. Don't want to go on a losing streak. As you see, California gave up the last two games at Slippery Rock and here against Edinburgh. So hopefully they don't slide more.
6'3" freshman from South Riding, Virginia, number 3,
Both starting lineups being fed out here. Things are pretty status quo here in terms of the way California lines up, except for one small change as the California starting five looks like this. Number 3, Zion Collins, a freshman guard from South Riding, Virginia. Number 5, Brent Pegram, sophomore guard from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Number 10, Jordan Gessner, junior from Elizabethville, Pennsylvania. Number 14, Nathaniel Chambers Jr. or Nate Chambers, whichever way you like, sophomore guard from Baltimore, Maryland. And number 32, Colin McAdams, a freshman forward from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Flip the script and check out the Gannon starting five, Devin. I'll check him out instead. Number 3, Victor Olawoye, freshman guard from Elmont, New York. And we've got number 10, Kevin Dobbs, a freshman forward from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Number 21, Matt Johnson, junior guard from Chicago, Illinois. Number 24, Joe Fustine, a senior forward from Erie, PA, Cathedral Prep product. And number 25, Sean Colzmino, a sophomore guard from Wexford, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and that three-headed snake coming out here, being in McAdams, Collins, and Pegram. Hopefully they can all get out early, start getting the hot hands, and get going a little streak in the beginning of this game.
Set up and ready to roll here. Tip won by California. California moving the basketball around here. Collins draws some attention. McAdams inside, almost loses it. Now Collins again, under 10 to shoot. In the corner, Gessner rims in and out. McAdams tracks it down, but it's poked out.
And that's a great shot by Gessner there, wide open in the corner. He just has to be more aggressive with that. Lately, he has been in the last game shooting a couple at the end of that game, but this game, looking to see a lot more threes from him, see if he can get heated up.
Fed inside, Gannon can't hit from up on the doorstep.
And McAdams, just a dominant person down there in the post, getting every rebound they can.
Pegram floats one up, that's a miss. He slides halfway across the court, hops back up quick, back the other way. Cross court, weak side, that one's up. No good. Gannon can't get one, and Cal can't get one either. Still scoreless here.
And if you're California, you want to break the ice in this game, especially after that loss against Edinburgh. You got to get a hot hand in this one.
Gessner rolling inside, kick out. Here's Chambers. He can't hit either. Trying to get it. Gessner's got it. Big effort to track that one down.
As Pegram looks for that high post screen, he loves that to try and make space for himself.
Williams did participate in warm-ups today. He did not play on Saturday. That one bounces in and out. We'll see if he makes an appearance on the court. Was ill on the last matchup and did not see any action. Need as many guys as you can get here.
Yeah, especially with his size, you're losing a lot on the defensive end as well as the offensive end because he's not afraid to shoot threes.
There's the first basket of the game coming down inside off the hands of Kevin Dodds.
And the rotation there just has to be a little bit quicker by California. With being in this 2-3, you have to be near perfect with the rotations, and it just showed there.
Got a call here. It looks like it will be offensive going back to Gannon. It'll be Colin McAdams picking up his first and the team's first.
Yeah, you don't want McAdams to have foul trouble early, especially being the biggest person on the team, grabbing the most rebounds on the team as well.
Definitely need him down there. Gannon trying to find an entry point here to try to go down low in this 2-3. They'll go for a 3 instead. Teed up, no good. They get their own miss. Rolling and falling, it'll be California ball. Lost his balance there, the Oloye.
Yeah, great move by Collins there, trying to take it from the back, kind of pulls the chair, because number 3 was expecting contact, and that was Olawoye. So just a great move there by Collins, pulling the chair on him.
Olawoye D'ing up there on Collins and gets the miss. Here come the Golden Knights now. Outside, Olawoye once again tried to call for a spot up. Bounce outside, they move, still trying to find the place they want. Really picking apart the 2-3 with this passing. There's a shot wide to the left. McAdams grabs the miss.
Yeah, McAdams just being physical down there early.
Float up and in. Zion Collins gets the first 2 points of the game for California, make it 2 all around.
And you'd love to see that, especially if he gets heated up early in this one. He could drop a serious amount of points, especially coming off of the Freshman of the Week for the 5th time this year.
Long shot out for Olawoye. He gets that one to go. Olawoye getting it to a 5-2-2 score cap right now.
And that's good for Cal, recognizing what their limit is, what Olawoye is his limit. How far can he shoot? And right there he showed it, and they're going to have to step out on that one on the next shot.
McAdams gets fouled traveling towards the basket. And I think that will bring us to a timeout. Matt Johnson picks up his first foul, team's first, and it does bring us to a timeout. So that means we'll step aside. More basketball coming your way soon here on CUTV and the PSAC Network. Hello, friends. Check out some awesome music down there from the Cal U Pep Band. Really going to work.
Yeah, Steve with the great shot down there.
Yeah, shout out Big Shove down there. Stephen Ruffing getting it done. 5-2 our score. Not a lot of offensive action so far, Devin.
Definitely not a lot of offensive action. This is the defensive-based game so far. Hopefully McAdams can get a scoring drive or scoring run going here for the Vulcans.
Doesn't hit the first. California 1 of 5 shooting from the field right now. Gannon's 1 of 4 from the three-point line, so not a lot of makes quite yet. There's not a make there either as McAdams goes 0 of 2.
Something California needs to work on, especially being how critical they are, is foul shots. You saw it in the last game against Edinburgh. They lost single-handedly on their missed free throws, so you can't just leave all the opportunities at the line.
Dante Williams back into the game for California, making his first appearance in a while. McAdams bobbled that one that went out of bounds, so Gannon will get the ball back.
Yeah, right there. Gessner got to be a little bit more aggressive there. You could have took him one-on-one to the basket, try to draw a foul, but tries to dish it off to McAdams, goes out of his hands and out of bounds.
Need to find an option here. They're up 5-2, so not really in any place of worry yet, but it's been pretty slow for both of these teams trying to get the cap off as Oloye throws up a long one, and oh my goodness, that one is in. Really let that one fly.
Yeah, and he just extended his range on that one, so the Vulcans are going to have to step out even more.
Williams steps out just like that, makes it an 8-5 game.
And Dante Williams, that's what he brings to the field, to the court. You got to go out on him, so he brings another defender outside so McAdams can work in the low post as well. So he's just one of those other three-point threats that is out on the field. He's just a taller three-point threat.
He's a big corner shooter as well. I feel like half the time I see him shooting, he's shooting from one of the corner sides, and it's not exactly the easiest place to shoot from either. You really got to aim for a slick margin there as McAdams puts that one in.
Yeah, it is, I believe, the shortest distance from the three-point line is the corner, so.
Got to be on, though, unless you want to try to bank off the side. Make sure you call it if you do. From the free throw line, that one's up and good, out of the hands of Joe Fustine.
Joe Fustine knows that this 2-3 is kryptonite, is the high post, so that's why he's working that high post right at that PSAC lettering there and just trying to take apart this 2-3 defense.
Senior, so he knows a lot for this Gannon team. He's been around for a while. He draws Gessner. There's an opportunity scooped up by California. McAdams pumps, shot up. Can't buy one right now. California going back into a bit of a struggle. One of the things that California can really struggle with is they don't get their three-point shooting going here, and they're 1 of 5 in their last opportunities. That doesn't spell anything good.
Yeah, that never does. It's the whole thing where it's the mental game at this point. You're missing all the three-pointers and you can't make a layup. At this point, the foul shots were missed as well, so it's just all in your head right now, and California just has to get over that mental brick and start scoring.
Tried to feed inside. Would have been a good look if he could have caught up to it, but Collins got there first.
Great rotation by Collins, being there, snaking the ball out of the back of the hand, and the defender didn't even see him coming. Just unlucky that it bounced out of bounds.
Chambers back in for California. As he takes out Collins. Coffee, Mills, Jonathan Harewood in for Gannon. And Mills, take a look at your stat sheet here, Devin. Mills coming in 6'8", 225 across the pond from London, England.
It's always interesting to see what those players do in situations like this.
Three-pointer is good for Dante Williams, bringing California back close with 11 minutes and some change left to go.
And he is 6'8". So we'll have to see if he can work the post or if he has a shot of his own.
Doesn't get any easier for McAdams down there. And that brings us to another timeout, I do believe, and it will, so we'll keep it here.
Yeah, McAdams, he's not afraid to go up with the biggest and strongest opponents in this PSAC, as you saw against Slippery Rock and Micah Till last week. Edinburgh bringing their own big man. He was a lineman, I believe. And in this game, you got a 6'8" dude from London across the pond. So you don't even know what you're getting.
Check it out there. California's women's team picking up another big win today, moving up to 13-3. The PSAC West 19-3 overall. Gannon down there, they had a tough stretch, moved to 7-10, 11-14 on the season. They're still fighting for their lives in terms of women's tournament here, looking to get that 6th spot is Gannon.
Yeah, the women's team, especially this Vulcans team, it's all about the Chargers and how much they put their heart into it. There's a couple games where it slipped out of their hands through the refs or being an injury at the end of the game, but if that IUP game on the 23rd is going to be the game of the year, and we're going to keep pushing that until it comes.
Keep pushing here on CUTV and WTV. We'll get it covered. But I believe California might have clinched for the PSAC tournament after that victory today. Not certain, but I'll check on that.
And it's great to see the women's team be successful before the men's team, because the men's team are watching them at the end of the game, and when they see that W, they want to get the same W, especially on this court. You always want to win at home, and Pegram, if he heats up, he has that Mamba mentality where he won't let it slip away.
There was a good shot up there, 14-10 our score. California back on offense now. It'll be a whistle and somebody's going to pick up a foul.
That was number 32, Kofi Mills. That's his first, team second.
Looks like it's going to go on Kofi Mills. First for him, second for the team.
And that's great to see. You want to get them in foul, especially him in foul trouble, because he's so much taller than McAdams, and that's just an easier opponent for McAdams if you get one of the other guys in.
McAdams outside. Down to 2 seconds to shoot. That one's bopped away, and it'll go back to Gannon now.
And Pegram just needs to see the wide open shot he had. He had a wide open shot right at the elbow. He had an elbow jumper wide open. Just take that jumper, and especially with only 3 seconds left, you're going to have to throw something up. Don't try and draw the foul. Go into three Gannon defenders and just take the wide open elbow shot.
Collins back in for Jordan Gessner. 10:55 left to go. Here's a float shot from Pegram. And they're going to call an offensive foul here, so mark that one off your score sheets if you got it down.
I believe he might have walked two before the offensive foul, so I don't believe they called the offensive foul. They called the walk instead.
Oh, that's what you're here for, keeping my eyes open.
But nevertheless, Pegram, great take, just has to recognize what he has open in his matchup, because that matchup right there, he can ISO every time and get something wide open. Step back, a hesitation, pull up, he has all that in his arsenal.
Passing breaks it up once again. It gets the roll, does Fustine. 2 more points for him.
And Gannon just working this 2-3, making a move across the court, and California not fast enough for the rotations to be there.
Now we're going to get a foul here.
Foul number 3, Victor Oluwoye.
They goes on Olawoye, his first, fourth for the team.
And something the Vulcans do very good is get the opponents in foul trouble. They did that in the Slippery Rock game. I believe they fouled 2 players out. It might have been 3 players out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And in the last game, I believe they had a lot of people to 4 and 3 fouls. So a lot of people were scared to play aggressive defense.
Launched a step back, but couldn't get it to connect there for Pegram. But he almost pokes it one away. He's trying to chase it down. And sliding out of bounds. Couldn't quite get it there. Jonathan Harewood.
A great hustle there by Jonathan Harewood and Pegram, both going after the ball, and Pegram not diving on it because he knows that the out-of-bounds line was right there. So if he would have dove on it, he would have probably been called out instead of Hayward.
Javante Lee's relieving Olawoye. Gannon's got a lot of players on this bench, and they're a pretty deep team if you look at this roster.
Yeah, especially with all the height. You have a 6'8" forward, Kevin Dobbs, 6'9" forward, Eric Gonzalez. There's just a lot of height in this Gannon team.
2 points.
2 more for Williams. Still keeping it close here.
And Williams coming off the sickness. I believe he was ill for the last game, so couldn't quite play.
McAdams thought he got all ball in that one, but it will go.
But leading the team with 8 points, Williams, I believe, could be the man to go to right now. He has the hot hand.
Cicero, 2 for him. Again, it's got a lot of good low post threats down here. A lot of height on this team. They can really impose whatever they'd like to do. A team that's coming off a run into the NCAA tournament last year, faced up against East Stroudsburg in the first round. Came up on the wrong side of that. Of course, East Stroudsburg was the PSAC representative in the NCAA tournament last year, so kind of drew a rough go, they did.
Yes, indeed, and hopefully if California can get a win streak going, they can be the representative for this year's.
Turnaround shot off the front. That one won't go. Falls into the arms of McAdams.
And this is a young team, so all of the players mostly will be back next year. And they'll be having some of the injuries coming off the bench too as well. So I believe that Danny Sancom has a bright future with this team.
Oh, without a doubt. I couldn't agree with you anymore. Here comes Aquara now for Williams. Gannon's got to check in as well. Looks like they'll have 2 actually. Really keeping me on my toes here. Looks like Dodds and Johnson re-enter. Bounce past McAdams, floats up. McAdams couldn't buy one right now, really starting to struggle.
It's great defense there by Pegram, forcing the travel for him to pick up his feet, get a little scared, stutter step, and run with the ball without dribbling. And Pegram loves to get in the head of his defenders.
Here's another inbounds here, Chambers moving with it. 8 minutes left to go in the half. California trailing, not by much. Off the roll, it's McAdams getting up big. He can't hit again right up in front. Here's a second try for him. There he goes. He finally gets one to run. Really kind of struggling up close under the basket today, Devin.
Yeah, definitely is struggling a lot. Just off the plain fact that he missed those 2 free throws to start off the game. So I believe that's still in his head. And he's trying to calculate how he can get the ball in, and it's just not working right now. But fortunately gets the floater to fall, and hopefully that sparks a little bit of a scoring drive for him.
Cicero takes a tumble. One of these Vulcans will pick up a foul. And it'll go on McAdams, and it'll bring us to a break. And we'll take one too. California behind the 8 ball, see if they can bring it back towards the end of this half. You're watching Vulcans basketball on CUTV and the PSAC network. Back at the Convocation Center, cool views. Take a look at that. Football team in the right corner of your screen there. They're here to support. It's a campus that shows a lot of love from all around.
Yes, definitely a lot of love and no superstitions in the crowd as well.
Inbound coming. Now we're ready. Rolling with the punches, it's Harewood. They move it around quickly, breaking down the 2-3. Cicero, pump fake, up and in. There they go, taking advantage down in the post once again. They've got a lot of size down there on the court. They've got,
especially with McAdams on the bench there, taking advantage.
2 6'8" players down there.
Yeah, you can't really go against that if you don't have McAdams out there.
Oh, and Williams almost had the rejection there, but it looks like he'll be fouled instead. Went up strong. That's sometimes what will happen when you go up against taller players. But I like the aggressiveness either way.
Yeah, you gotta have that drive. If you know you're gonna get blocked, you still go up with it. That's just heart.
I want to give a special shout out here, Zion Collins and Brent Pegram. Found out they always give us a watch after games, so thanks for watching us, guys. We like watching you. Hopefully you like watching us just as much.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully there's some help. They can come and help out for the football season. Stop by. You can get in on some action.
Williams shooting off the back. Owoye scoops it up. Stuck down inside her on that PSAC logo. Speaking of PSAC, they've got a big announcement coming up here we just learned. Don't know what it's going to be, but you can check it out tomorrow. Down inside, foul, and one more coming up for Cicero.
Yeah, what are your predictions, Colin, on what that announcement is? I am flabbergasted. I don't know what kind of announcement they would even be throwing out.
There's only 2 things I can think of at my mind right now. I like Gary Smith's idea. He had the fact that they're going to start sponsoring esports. That'd be wild. And if you are, come find me, whoever the coach is going to be for Cal U. Love to show off my talent, but either way, on the other end, I'd like to think that maybe perhaps they're going to have a neutral site perhaps for the conference tournaments this year, because I've seen a lot of different conferences are starting to move their tournament around. Here's a shot from Pegram. Can't go. MEC is going to have their tournament, of course, the Mountain East Conference. They'll be having their conference tournament at West Bank Arena in Wheeling, West Virginia, and the CIAA has their tournament in Charlotte, North Carolina. So perhaps maybe we'll be heading somewhere neutral as well. The Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania, you never know.
Yeah, you never know, and that's back home for both of us being from the eastern side of the state.
It's right in the middle, too, if you think about it.
Always love it out there. It's a great place to be if you haven't been to the Giant Center or even Hershey Park. Take a trip down,
go have
4 hours. Yeah, have some fun.
Ooh, I thought that one rolled out. It did. I was hoping they were going to say something. That was pretty close to the sea down there on the baseline. Gannon will get possession. They float long and shoot. Why not when you're open like that? Can't get it off the back. Ooh, heads up there. Williams goes up strong. Almost has a bit of a spill. Aquara was cutting. They closed off in time, did Gannon. That was a good recovery play there for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, and Pegram should have passed it a little bit earlier, maybe tossed it up to Chambers Jr. or Aquara, but saw it a little bit late, and that's why the defender was able to catch up.
Collins shot, rims it out, and up and in. Nope, almost had it there. Chambers couldn't quite get it. Collins now drives, kicks out. Here's Aquara from the corner. Following up, Chambers tried to get the hustle points, but it just couldn't fall there on that one. And we'll have another whistle blown here.
As Danny Sankum yelling, why? Why? That's 75 feet away from the other basket. That's at your own basket. Why are you fouling? As McAdams, though, checks back in, and that's something that maybe they can get a boost off of McAdams being in. We'll have to see.
Something they need here to claw back into this one. Not out of it by any means, just could use a little bit of a jump. Cal's been scoreless for the past minute 31 and rolling. Feet inside, bounce up and good. Dots. 2 more for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, and the rotation is there every time. It's just a little bit, it's 1 second behind for California. You just have to click more and more communication on the floor. It's a little bit quiet on California's defensive end.
Would have been the person I said to go to there. Williams was 3 of 4 before that last shot. It's almost like they might be putting a little bit too much pepper on those shots as they're banking off the back. Can't speculate too much. Here's a Williams three-pointer. Now that one was off the front.
Yeah, it's just mental. It's a mental block right now. Yeah, you have to be able to feel your shot. And as soon as you start to feel it, you just can't lose the hot hand. As Williams had the hot hand with 7 minutes, and then they took him out, and he
cooled
just
off
lost
a little.
Yeah.
Owoye putting up a long range. Can't connect. McAdams. Collins off the glass. He banks that one home, clawing into this small 8-point lead here. California hanging around towards the end of the first.
Yeah, and Collins is so explosive off of that first step, so he can take virtually anybody to the basket coming off the dribble.
Very versatile skill set he has. Low feed bank inside. Collins has to go up and foul inside on Dodds. Dodds been getting a lot of bounce pass receptions down there. He knows his role out there.
Yeah, and Collins there just needs to front the post instead of working on the back side, because I know that skip pass is there, but if you guard that post, then you can spin around him and you can use him as your push-off to the cross-court pass.
Looking at the men's standings here in the PSAC as we're kind of running towards the end, California sitting in the 6th spot right now, 5-10, 7-14. Gannon's in that 5 spot, 6-10, 8-15. So it's kind of a battle of teams really trying to hold on down the stretch and secure that berth.
Yeah, trying to hang in there. You got IUP, Slippery Rock, and Mercyhurst already clinched the PSAC tournament. So with the spots already be chosen for them, they are locked in. If these bottom teams can start winning, maybe go on a little win streak, maybe if California goes on a win streak, maybe upsets Mercyhurst and then upsets IUP, they could probably jump up over Gannon and maybe throw the top 3 teams off the rocker.
It's going to be tough to dethrone that IUP team. 21-2 overall right now at the top of the conference. They are just playing very, very well. And they're kind of on their heels as well, trying to get that home feel there for that Atlantic tournament. Should they go through and win out, they have to try to beat out West Liberty for that #1 spot, who's in that spot right now.
And I believe in the last game between Gannon and IUP, there was a fight that broke out, and that's why one of Gannon's players is not here, because he's under concussion protocol, so he couldn't travel with the team. And I believe one of IUP's scoring players is out for, I don't know, I believe maybe 3 games suspension, maybe the rest of the season. But
wow,
yeah, it's just crazy to see. Somebody from Gannon came up to us and asked us if it was still up on YouTube to look at it, but I believe they took it down for safety purposes.
Probably a good idea. I have to agree with you there as Dodds goes 2 of 2 in that trip. Still a 10-point lead for Gannon.
Yeah, and if California can come back into this game, go on a little bit of a run, like an 8-0 run, 10-0 run here, and tie it back up, it could be something very, very surprising.
Somebody's a guilty party here. And it goes on Olawoye.
That's his second.
The second for him, 7th for the team, California in the bonus. A lot of free throws coming up from here on out, most likely.
And this is where it counts, the free throws. You can't leave opportunities at the line, and that's what happened to California in the last game, and that's why they ended up losing by 4 points.
That one rims in and out. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. California struggling, down by 10. Really being held in check offensively and struggling from behind the arc. 2 of 13 they are right now. 10 seconds to shoot for Gannon. They need to find something. 5-4 forced up. Will they get their own miss as Cicero falls hard? Looks like he will get a chance to shoot, I believe.
I believe Collins might have undercut him on that.
That's his second. Team 7.
Second on Collins, 7 for the team. Gannon in the bonus as well.
But as we look at the free throws, 1 for 5 in California, and then 3 for 3 at the line. Perfect for Gannon, depending on this free throw.
And you jinxed him. You got the jinx rolling here. Devin knows what's up in the corner. Collins off McAdams, gets the miss. He gets a knock there, and we'll get a chance for 2.
And that was my whole plan. You gotta jinx him, throw him off, and now California.
Just how we drew it up.
That's his first. Team's 8.
And McAdams not so successful at the line, going 0 for 2 so far. Make that 0 for 3.
Bit of an off night for McAdams so far. Aquara hops off for Williams. Nothing from a second half resurgence though. There's one as he gets one to go. Make it a 27-18 game.
And maybe that will boost the confidence of McAdams and get his calculations going with trying to make the shots from now on.
They slide over to try to cover up top. It's Gessner on defense. Cross court they go, down inside. Cicero pass wide, almost out of the hands there of Felissimo, and they're going to force a shot clock violation. Oh, they're going to call a travel instead, I see down there. Buzzer went off, but either way, California's getting that ball back.
Yes, great defensive stand there by the Vulcans. That drive there was a near perfect, if not perfect, possession on defense for especially with the zone.
I want to check the floor there as Collins just absolutely went flying. Looks a little slick down there. He looks all right. He bounced. That's good. You never want to see anybody go down like that and not be able to come back, you know?
Yeah, you want to make sure that the court is good and ready and playable so the teams can both be safe.
Definitely. Back feed inside. Cicero power dribble goes up and in right underneath. Good place to shoot from when you've got that much range. Here's Pegram. Haven't heard from him in a while. He's back on the score sheet. Gets that one to go, making it an 8-point game still.
And those are his first 3 points of the game. Hopefully he can start building off of that and maybe hit some more threes, maybe go on a little bit of a run going into this half.
Definitely have to agree with you on that one. Gannon's got a minute 30 left to find something to go. 10 seconds specifically as they put an elbow jumper up. That one won't go. McAdams now. Roll out. Ooh, almost gets a steal. Protects that ball perfectly and pots that one. Maybe that'll get him warm going into the locker room.
Yeah, that in and out step through like James Harden move. He had it in the last game too. Crossed the dude on a fast break. Almost got the and-one. Ended up not finishing that one, but finishing this one. And hopefully that's the run that they need.
Gannon's going to call a quick timeout here with a minute 17 left to go. Gives us a chance to look at how both these teams are shooting. 50% on the dot for Gannon right now, 11 of 22. California's 33% going 9 of 27.
Yeah, California just has to start hitting their shots and getting in the head of Gannon. You got to make sure that they have a mental break as you do.
Minute and some change left. Really like that drum over there. Breaking out of the timeout here. We'll see if they drew up anything special. Very low scoring affair. I don't think any of us were expecting this after how high scoring the last one was.
Yeah, no, definitely not. especially even with the last game, I felt like California was heating up at the end of that game in Edinburgh, except for the only thing making them lose is the foul shots, not being able to convert on them.
Active hands there, Pegram, something that Coach Sancome's always preaching, keep those hands up and good things will happen. You saw one right there. Chambers back in for the final minute for Collins.
And Pegram just has that explosiveness off of the statics, off of him just standing still. So that's why he averages 2.7 steals per game, and it's the most on this team.
3 to shoot. Can they get it? Here it is. Long shot off the side and won't go. California's got it back. 43 seconds and rolling. Inside, Pegram goes up against some strong competition. Can't get that one. Holding onto that basketball for all he's worth there, Dodds.
Yeah, Pegram trying to put his head down and go into a defender. That you're not going to get the call ever unless the defender is set and they call you for an offensive foul. So it's just something you don't want to do, especially just throw up a random shot when you had all of the shot clock left and in 44 seconds.
Slick feed there from Cicero. Couldn't get the first, but finishing the second is Dodds. 12.2 seconds left. Shot clock's now unplugged. I think California did call a timeout there, so they'll look to draw something up for their final possession of the half.
Yeah, so Williams almost ended up blocking that one. I believe he might have tapped it in. But just great awareness by Williams, just a little bit slow on the block. And the rotations are there, just have to be 1 second quicker.
30-second timeout should be wrapping up momentarily. Thanks for joining us here on the PSAC Network and CUTV. I want to give a quick congratulations to Assistant Sports Information Director Alex King for landing a great job at Sam Houston State. We'll miss him dearly, but hopefully he goes on to do some great things. You got a lot of fans rooting for you at CUTV, Alex.
Yes, definitely a lot of fans here. I'm shocked. You dropped the bomb on me on that one. I was not expecting that. I almost cried.
Long shot. Pegram rolls forward 2-1, and wow, don't see that every day. They are going to leave 0.1 seconds left on the clock. So they'll just, I'm assuming, inbound it, because there is literally no possible way in the world of physics and science that you can get a shot off in this amount of time. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. Gannon leading 31-27. What does California need to change up, if anything, Devin?
California is going to have to start converting on their free throws, making sure that they're good at the line before they're good from the field. And then once you start making your free throws and converting your free throws, I believe everything else will come with it. And make sure you don't give the other team second chance rebounds, because that's what hurt them in a couple of other games that they should have won as well.
We'll be back for the second half of action soon. You're watching Vulcans basketball on CUTV and the PSAC Network. Moments away from the second half here. California behind the 8 ball, 31-23. Colin Kirkland and Devin Harena joining you here today. Before we do that, Devin, let's check out these halftime stats.
For Gannon, coming out hot, 48% in the first half from the field. A little bit cold on the three-point side of things, 2 for 10, 20%. And then the free throw, near perfect, 5 for 6, 83%. But California struggling, 9 for 29 from the field in the first half, 31%. Three-point percentage isn't any better, 3 for 16, 18%. And then the free throws, surprisingly, 2 for 7, 28% on that. Vulcans got to start at the free throw line first. That's where dreams are made and broken.
Here comes the second half on the hinges of this inbound play here. And now we're ready. Gannon looking to get the first 2 points of the second half now. They go around the perimeter, bounce inside, draw the double. Back out they go, trying to catch California sleeping. Elbow up, that one can't hit. Got it, and oh, it rolls right out. Thought they had that one. Bounce off the foot of Collins, and it will stay Gannon ball. That's a heads-up play.
Yeah, definitely a heads-up play, but you look at the short, dead spot shots. That's the hardest shot in basketball. You got to start either driving more if you're Gannon or not letting them get to the dead spot if you're California, because they're going to throw it up. They're going to start making them, even though it is one of the hardest shots in basketball.
Outside, perimeter work again. Three-point opportunity. This one can't go. McAdams now.
And McAdams can take care of the ball himself. He can bring the ball up whenever he wants, and he has a little bit of a handling arsenal of his own.
There he goes, getting the first 2 points of the second half for California, down low.
Yeah, great for California, continuing this run into the second half. Started off, or ended off hot in the first half. Second half starting off a little hot here.
Up and good, so Gannon gets 2 of their own.
It's right there, Williams. 1 second late on the rotation there, so hopefully California can be a little bit faster on the rotations.
We're going to have an offensive foul, so Gannon gets the ball back after Pegram splashed it home, but it's not going to count.
Yeah, McAdams has to realize that he is a big man, so every time he drives to the basket, somebody is going to be wanting to take a charge on him, and it's easy to call for the refs. So he has to just be able to jump stop, get his footing together, and then be able to look around, pass it out if he needs to, like he did with Pegram, and maybe that would have ended a little bit differently.
Owoye passes down inside, hesitation up on the second chance, and good for Dodds, who continues to have a strong game for Gannon with 14 points to his credit.
Yeah, and he works that opposite low post, because as soon as they get into the high post, they pass it down to the opposite low post, and that's an easy shot for them.
Pegram's finger roll denied. Gannon pushing transition now. Almost shook Gessner loose there. From the logo now, back over in the corner.
And every time Gannon tries to get it in the post, they always look out, because that's the easiest shot. You put it straight in the shooter's pocket, and their shooters are ready.
Looks like one of their shooters will take a trip to the line here.
Number 23,
as Jonte Williams picks up his second foul. Second for the team here.
You don't want to send Gannon to the line, them being near perfect from the free throw line, 5 for 6, 83%, depending on that free throw, and they make it.
That they do, as Chambers comes back on for Gessner now. And there's another shot good for the Golden Knights. Makes it 37-25.
And we have seen a lot of games that the Vulcans have been in tight ones where they should have won. It's just it comes down to the team who makes more free throws, who is more deadly from the free throw line and is a threat. And that's just something that the Vulcans need to start preaching. Because as soon as you get your free throw line shots down, then you can shoot from the inside, and then you can shoot your three-pointers. It just all starts and like calibrates at the foul line.
Coming off the steal, Owoye, whoa, jumps right over that bench there. Upset with himself that he couldn't save it in time. You love to see hustles like that.
Yes, definitely love to see hustle, but want to keep it clean here. I heard the colorful word that he just shouted all the way up here. There's a lot of young fans in the Convocation Center, and the refs are quick to tee somebody up, especially when you use explicit language. So hopefully just keep it clean here. Never want to see a game get out of hand.
Good call there. We'll see what this call is.
Foul number 10, Kevin Dodds. That's his first. Team first.
Will go on Dodds, his first, team's first of the second half. McAdams post move, looking for an option, but he'll, looks like it was going to be a travel, I thought, but it looks like it's going to go on Dodds instead. He puts his hands up, he's a little confused.
Yeah, he did have his hands up the whole time. I thought they were going to call an offensive foul on McAdams for the swing of the elbows as William gets it in the corner. Almost makes it, but that's just something to look out from him. As you said earlier, every time he's basically a corner specialist. Has it on gold in 2K.
Blocked away there. Collins rose up and knocked that one aside. Now he's going to see on the offensive end what he can do. Floats high, and it's going to be offensive on him. So Gannon's got it back. They draw a lucky break there.
Yeah, right there, Collins has to notice that there's going to be either some contact or no contact. You want to either do a little Euro step like James Harden or do a floater like Derrick Rose just to get out of the way quicker and not draw that foul.
Coach Sandcombe can't believe this one. Still going on down there. He can't believe it.
Yeah, he can get very animated at some points in the game, especially when stuff is not going his way and the way he wants it. But outside of the arena, he's a great guy.
Oh, goodness, and that was absolutely slammed down there. Cicero rose up and shook the backboard.
Yeah, I thought the backboard was coming down with him on that one, like Joel Embiid with the 1-2 step and in.
And that brings us to a media timeout, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Vulcans basketball action. You're watching here on CUTV and the Vulcan Sports. Never mind the commercial. Back at the Convocation Center, rolling inbound, scooped up by Pegram.
And the Vulcans kind of have their hopes deflated after that explosive dunk by number 33, Cicero. There's something to watch out for him in the low post. He can 1-2 step and throw it up and in as they're quick to get on him.
Three can't hit for Owoye. Now California pushing in transition. Pegram, flashy step and in. Looking to take over and get things back in California's favor here. It's going to take a couple more baskets to get close, though.
And he recognizes that if he draws body contact and somebody flops, they're going to call the charge. So he tries to avoid all contact if possible, using that Euro step to his advantage.
Really had to hesitate there on that one. Almost had it blocked away. Cicero tries to go up strong. Can't connect on that one.
As the second chance points are going to just deflate Cal's chances of coming back in this game if they let it get out of hand.
Feed inside Cicero off the glass and in once again, reverses that one to perfection.
Yeah, he has that down packed. He practices that probably every day.
Pegram.
3 more points for Brett Pegram here as he continues to show out.
Yeah, Pegram needs to heat up in this half for them to even remotely think about making a comeback.
Owoye bounce pass inside. Looks like Cicero's the game plan, and why not? He's continuing to be hot here.
Yeah, and they found the weakness, the kryptonite in this Cal defense, passing it to the high post near the PSAC logo right there, and just passing it down to the low post as McAdams gets another charge called on him.
13-point game here. California might be slipping away from this one.
Yeah, and McAdams just has to recognize that and just jump stop instead of trying to go into him blindly and throw it out.
And it brings us to another timeout here, so we'll jump aside. We'll be back shortly, though, with more basketball here on CUTV and the PSAC Network. Back in action at the Convocation Center. Gannon bringing up this inbounds here. Around the world they go. Brent Pegram now back in transition for California. So he'll have a shot opportunity, it would appear.
Foul number 25, Sean Colosimo. That's his first, team's third.
Pegram drawing the contact as he blows by his defender, just so fast and nimble that they call it on the floor instead of the shot.
Colosimo gets his first, third for the team. Another whistle here. This time, looks like it's going to be Fustine getting a foul. It is. Second for him, fourth for the team now. Fouls are climbing here, and that's not what you want if you're Gannon, Devin.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen, but they do have a deep bench, so they could bring in those people that they need. The thing to watch out is Cal. The fouls start going up, and they start getting slimmer in the bench.
2 points for Ike Wara. We are under 13 minutes to go. California running out of time to make a comeback if they want. Pegram slaps it away, but Gannon able to corral in time. Long three, couldn't get it there for Olawoye. Really kind of teed that one up, almost looked desperation-esque, if you ask me, Deb. Zion Collins gets 2 more for California. Now they're starting to close the gap a little bit there.
If they keep forcing shots like the last one Gannon has taken, they can come back and do some damage.
Right off the hands there of Olawoye. He wasn't ready for that pass. Dodds back into the game for the Golden Knights. Johnson has it, steps right inside, bounce over Olawoye, fires away, connects. A good looking shot there from the corner, keeping California at bay here.
Pegram getting a little frustrated here, but that can't show, especially him being the leader for this team. Has to start hiding that.
Colosimo gets his second foul. And it brings us to another timeout, so we'll step aside once again here. California Vulcans basketball on CUTV and the PSAC network. Back in a flash. Convocation Center is the place. California Gannon are the teams. Devin and I, Colin that is, are your announcers. Now you're caught up.
Yeah, if you haven't been here, it's been a little bit of a low-scoring affair. Not so good for California at the free throw line as Pegram makes the first, but near perfect for Gannon at the free throw line, and it shows them being up 9.
Back at it with another. That one is shy of going.
Actually, they're up 11. Not a big math guy.
We're not big math guys here. I don't hold that against you in the slightest.
As Gannon trying to get something going here, but California trying to prevail as a foul is called on Pegram, and Pegram is infuriated.
Getting a little emotional out there he is. We saw him pretty fired up after the last one. Again with the inbound from the near side. Olawoye trying to find the recipient of his pass, so he'll think about a shot but have to dodge the pressure of Gessner. Cross feed there, almost lost away. Thumbs up. Pointing towards California.
So California needs to start going on a run now, because then they'll have enough time to build off the lead if they end up taking the lead.
Still a little whiles away from that, but they have a chance to get back into this game. There's 11 minutes and 15 seconds left. Pegram and Collins switching over. Another foul is going to be called here.
Yes, Danny Sankum infuriated as well, not too happy. But the Vulcans kind of falling apart. See if they can get it together. See if Pegram can string them back together and go on a little run.
Need to figure something out here. Top of the key here. Kevin Dodds having himself a game for Gannon so far. 14 points for him. 15 points for Cicero as well. So the bigs getting it done for the Golden Knights today.
Yes, you don't want to see that. Pegram hitting the ground hard. Looked like lower back. Maybe his hand might have got down there too. Just hate to see that. Hopefully he is okay. That was a big crack. But him sitting up is something.
That was a loud fall there. He's coming up a little slow, but I think he's okay.
It might have just been a little shaken up there, but a little limp.
Just to shake that one off.
You could feel when he went down too, the air was sucked out of the arena here in the Convocation Center. They were all making sure that he is okay, because you never want to see him or any other player go down like that, especially him being the leader of this team.
It'd be devastating to see him go down being one of the leaders of this team and one of the final standing as well in terms of injury.
Pegram at the line, 2 shots.
So he's going to shoot now. First was a no-go. Second is a go, so it's a 1-2 trip in that roundabout way. Gannon with the inbounds, bringing it up with Olwoye, back and forth. Open man here. Olwoye can't hit, bounded away. Aguirre tried to get a hold of it, but it's going to be California basketball.
It's California trying to get a run going here.
Scooped up into the hands of Collins now from Williams. Shutter move, tipped right up by Williams, just the way they drew it up there.
Yeah, I think they were expecting that one. Wink, wink.
Johnson running the point here over in the corner.
As the run for California is starting to build, now only down by 8, make that 11.
Previously, before that basket, Gannon hadn't scored in over 5 minutes. That was a long drought for them, and they just found a way to snap it.
And they actually called that for a 2, so they would be down 10 instead of 11. But something to see if Williams can get hot.
Somebody's a guilty party here. It's going to be Jordan Gessner. First for him, second for the team, a 10-point lead for Gannon.
What's that?
It's all smart. It's just like, yeah, because what I think we need to do is just, but it's tough. It's tough.
Another shot opportunity is good. Collins gets tripped up, able to hold on to the ball before it rolls out. Pegram pulls up for a long ranger. That one won't go. Cicero trying to chase it down via Aquara instead. Aquara goes right around Cicero, can't hit, but Williams cleans it up.
2 points.
About 8 minutes left in the game here. Still a 10-point lead for Gannon.
California has to get something going here. Just trading points is not going to do it, especially 8 minutes left in this one. They got to start going on a run as Okwara gets the steal. Collins being smart with it, passing it away, avoiding the charge, but just can't pass it too low. Either bounce pass or chest pass, and that was one of those in-between passes that just hit the shins of Okwara and kind of lost the handle on that one and turned the ball over.
Three-pointer up, splashed home there. Matt Johnson sends that ball home. There's Jordan Gessner getting on the board here.
Gessner getting up on the board. Maybe he can start something special.
Here's a three-pointer again for Gannon, taking a seat Johnson. That one won't fly. California breaking it out here. Still a 10-point lead, trying to shrink it as Pegram splashes another, makes it a 7-point game now.
Timeout Gannon. This is also
And it's another timeout, so we will take another commercial break. A 7-point lead. Can California catch up? We'll find out. You're watching Vulcans basketball on CUTV and the PSAC network. Back at the Convocation Center for the final 6:54.
Vulcans coming out in that press. They always love to come out of the press, full court press, especially after foul shots and dead balls, so they can try and befuddle their opponents, mess them up, get them off kilter, maybe throw them off a little bit, maybe get a lucky steal or jump in the middle. As Collins pulls up, misses everything on that one, but goes out on Gannon. So the Vulcans will retake the ball back, down 7. they got to start converting at the line. Maybe draw a couple fouls here. Get Gannon in foul trouble. Get them in the bonus. Maybe California one away from the bonus. So hopefully they can draw a foul here. Maybe get their 1-on-1 in on the bonus as Jordan Gessner almost loses it out of bounds.
McAdams has to
search for a dump off, and he finds it.
And there's that high screen. Pegram loves making space for himself.
Off the front of the rim. Running in is Collins, and he gets a chance for one more. That's a big play there. Going into the bonus, both teams now, so we're going to have free throws from here on out.
So this is where it counts. Free throws. You gotta be 100% from the free throw line right now, California, if you're trying to win this game.
Collins pots that one, so he gets the opportunity. Feed inside Cicero. Cicero, whoa, almost had a high arcing layup there. That would have been a tough one. Would have been a pretty one as well. Inside McAdams, spin move. Oh, he did him dirty and pots that one. You'll love to see that move right there. Just like that, it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, way to use the pump fake down in the low post, the fake spin, and the finish. Just a little kiss off the glass there with that one. Falcons right back in this one, down 2.
5:38 they've got, separating them from potential victory to really almost essentially lock up that final spot there in the PSAC. A couple of winnable games left for them, speaking in terms of California. Seton Hill, a team that they barely lost to in the home matchup a few weeks ago. That was a close one, came down to the wire. And then Clarion, the team they beat at home in good conscience, 80-63. So that could be 2 potential wins right there. Mercyhurst and IUP, kind of a different story though.
Yeah, and if you look at the last game at IUP first half, California was staying with them, giving them a little run for their money. I believe only down single digits in the first half, and then the fatigue in the second half grew on the Vulcans, and the second chance points kind of bit them in the behind for that game. But I don't know, they could make a run there, especially with IUP's one player being out for that altercation.
So make sure you don't leave, because this is going to be an exciting conclusion, it looks like.
And we have the best camera crew on right now in Nolan, Dylan Goodday.
Dylan holding it down. And director Big Shove to my right, Steve.
High roller.
High roller, Big Shove Steve over here. He's in the zone.
Rightfully so.
Owoye.
So is Owoye trying to throw that up.
That would have been, could have found some lucky charms at the end of that one. There's a rainbow so long. Up and in, we've got a tie ball game. Dante Williams under the basket, 52 apiece.
Yeah, Dante Williams just using the rim as his protector, the net as his protector as well, throwing a little hook shot up because he knows if the defender tries to block it, he's going to catch the net with his hand.
Some confusion here. It'll be an inbound on the far side of the court for Gannon. Every possession matters a bit more each time you go across the court. Running out of time. That three is no good. McAdams pulls down a rough one.
Yeah, McAdams just present in the post and in this game as he pulls up a three.
Oh, he was so close to that one. Just couldn't get gravity to cooperate. Would have been a big shot. Cicero feet inside. pump fake is a good choice there for Dodds. They take the lead back by 2. Over in the corner, Gessner pump fakes and has it tipped away from Pegram. Should have just let that one fly.
And right there, Gessner. Gotta be a little bit more aggressive. Shoot that one up. McAdams got one. Why can't you shoot one?
Yeah, shoot one up. Why not? California now down by 2. Basically anyone's ball game heading into the stretch here. McAdams penetrates and scores, so makes it tie once again. 54s now.
Great drive there by Collins. Coming off the first dribble, shows how explosive he is at throwing up the little floater like Derrick Rose, getting it in.
Good shot chart to take advantage of, and a good Arsenal move right there, the floater, very underrated. 3-pointer up for the Golden Knights, and that one is nothing but net there. Cool, calm, and collected. Justine, 3 more. Miss inside for Pegram for California. Got to make these possessions count the more the clock winds down.
You never want to go empty-handed, but luckily Gannon turns the ball over, so the Vulcans aren't stressing that much.
That brings us to our final timeout here heading into this one. It's going to be a good one. You're not going to want to miss it at all. You're watching Vulcans basketball on CTV, the PSAC network. In store for you here, and a good one that's been back and forth in this second half. California clawed their way back.
They're looking a little bit like the Duke game the other day against Louisville. Down 21 points and they come back to win by 2, 71-69. So hopefully California can get it going like Duke did in that game.
Another rolling inbounds here. Right at the feet of Pegram. Now he scoops that one up. Saves some time, why don't you? It's a precious stat in this game. McAdams breaks free, puts that one in, makes it a 1-point game here. Gannon still up by 1.
The Vulcans just trying to put a little dent into the lead here, as they are only shooting 41% on the game, 22 for 53 from the field. So just trying to gnaw away at this lead and hopefully be able to take it after a stop here.
Dodds inside, back out. Long shot. Will it go? It will. Automatic from that far corner there. Justine. Wow.
Yeah, that's something we see Williams do often, is just automatic in that corner, but Gannon taking over.
Need to find an answer. McAdams. Cicero pulls down the miss.
Yeah, McAdams there. Little frustrating of a shot, just throwing it up after 2 seconds in the game clock. Kind of want a little bit of a better shot than that.
Come on, another big three.
It's the man with the plan right now. You want to keep it in his hand as much as you can. Justine. 2 seconds to shoot. Owoye. Oh, goodness. Gravity is playing a big factor here today. That one right back out.
It's like we're playing on the moon. Hey, Colin.
Could have been a factor, and that could have been a backbreaker. McAdams will get a chance for 2 here. Kevin Dodds gets his 4th foul, team's 8th. 16 points for Dodd, so if he manages to foul out, that could be a loss. Should this game go any further?
You definitely want to convert on these free throws, though. This is where the game is made and broken, right here at the free throw line. And put that one down on the stat sheet as McAdams makes the first, as they will be 6 for 13 from the free throw line in this game so far, as Gannon is 9 for 10.
Second as well, so makes it a close one, 60 to 58. Good choice to take a timeout here for California. The team who's shooting 41.8%, 23 of 55. Gannon shooting 23 of 56, 41.1%. So it just explains right there how close this score is.
Yeah, and how free throws can make a real impact in this game. If you look at Cal, 6 for 13 from the free throw line, or actually now 7 for 14 from the free throw line, shooting 50%. They make at least half of those, they're winning this game.
Still, they make that. I mean, it keeps it entertaining for us and everybody at home as well. So here we go. It's in the hands of Oloye. They play pitch and catch up the court to keep this press at bay. Smart play there.
Yeah, the best way to beat the press is through the passing, and if they just do the pitch and catch, it's hard to be able to trap one person.
Trying to get it to Fustine. Oloye rolling around, under 10 to shoot. That one's forced up. Can't hit. A lot of contact there. Oloye, or excuse me, Cicero should be picking up a foul because he really fought McAdams the whole way.
Oh, it looks like McAdams has the foul called on him, and that's his 5th, so he will be out of the game.
I don't know what you saw on that one, Devin, but it really looked like Cicero was throwing a lot of bows on the way down there. I'm kind of surprised.
Definitely was, especially on the back end on over here. Definitely looked like there was a little bit of elbow action from Cicero, but he will be shooting foul shots.
So that means that Aguara will take his place.
Come on, camera people, wake up.
Cicero gets the first to go. That's a big one. If he gets 2, back to a 2-possession game here.
Yeah, and apparently he said ball don't lie on that one.
Yeah, we'll see if it doesn't lie in the slightest if he makes this one. Nope, it doesn't. So now back to a 2-possession game with a minute and some change left.
If you're California, you want to be able to push the ball, get a quick bucket here, and then try and get a stop on defense.
Williams rolling inside, high up and in. He's going to get a chance for one more. That's a big muscle play there. Push away inside there, young fella. Good shot.
Great way to take it aggressively, tapping the backboard as he does, getting it up and in with the foul.
This is a big shot here. Make this one, and it's a close game. As close as it can get. And that one doesn't go. So it will still be a 1-possession game here, 62-60. Just need one regular bucket here if you're California. Oh, Brent Pegram almost forced a miscue there. Coach Samcom getting really animated in this one. Bench is excited.
They call 10 seconds.
Big play there. I was hoping they were going to get close to that, and they do. Really forced it, and he's happily animated down there. That's huge.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest plays / possessions in this game.
You want to get those Gannon players?
They're just chatting it over here. Our Gannon. Here's the inbound to Pegram. Now they got it back. Simple shot ties the game. Rolling off the pick is Aguara. He won't be fed though. Out and around. Here's Collins, gets it to go. It's a tie game with 32 seconds left to go.
Great shot by Collins. Way to be composed. Get it up and in with the floater, taking it straight to the rack, showing why he is a freshman phenom for this team.
Conville Center bringing it here, bringing that defense champ. Let's see if they can provide. Inside, turnaround shot. That one's no good. Brought in by Dante Williams. Here comes Johnson. 10 seconds and rolling. Pegram. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pegram at the buzzer. Oh, we missed that one. Oh, we're going to overtime.
Free basketball here as Pegram lands on his back again. A little bit shaken up on that play. He's trying to stretch himself out, but falls short. And you go back to all the missed free throws. You just need to hit one and you win the game.
Can't hang on that now.
Now it's a totally different ball game as it's 0-0 basically right now. Free basketball, you're starting off a whole new game.
It's been a while since I've seen an overtime contest here, but this is a 5-minute overtime period here.
So it's a little bit of different than the NBA, obviously, as you can see, but something that we're not really fond of here in the Convocation Center is overtime games. As I believe you announced one game where there was a buzzer beater winner.
Yes, there was. Terry Davis Jr. last year against the Lakers of Mercyhurst. I'll always keep that clip. Special place in my heart for that one. It was a lot of fun. Thought we were going to get a round 2 there at the end. Maybe we'll still get one. I don't know. I don't want to be.
You never know.
You never know.
As we look at some of the scoring leaders, Zion Collins 13, Brent Pegram 13, McAdams 15, but sadly fouled out in the second half now in overtime, so won't be participating in this whole overtime. But
keep in mind, McAdams cannot do any more as he's out with 5.
Yes.
So that means there are 2 players on the bench that can really come in here. Chambers and Salmon are left for California. Chances are very, very low that we'll see Salmon though. So realistically about 1 player. Here's the jump. Collins wins it. And overtime is a go from the Convo Center.
And everybody is getting loud. Everybody's invested into this game. Vulcans have to go on a little bit of a run here.
Collins throws one up and gets the first bucket of overtime for California.
And that's his shot. His forte is that floater right in the middle lane. And just throwing it up and in, trying to draw the contact. Doesn't get the contact, but does get the bucket.
It's going to be your man to watch over there in that corner. You got to watch out for Fustine. He was hot heading into the overtime period here. He's loose, running around back.
As you never want him to be open, neither do you want him to be open. As
miss for Alwoye there. California, timely place to grab that. They've got it, and they go back the other way.
As Collins has the hot hand right now, that's a great place to start.
There's Collins. Oh, he can't get that one to go. Takes a tumble. Gannon's got the ball back. Down by 2.
The Vulcans just have to be mentally prepared for the low post as short of a good foul. There's no good fouls, but you never want an easy layup to be made.
Right. But you got to be mindful here at the same time. Realistically, if you think about it, there's only about 1 player that can come off the bench right now. It's the 3rd there for Aquara. It's 9 for the team, if you're still keeping track. Cicero can't hit on the first.
So right there, that's a great foul. He ended up missing out on 2 points.
See if they can make him miss altogether.
Now he only has potential to get 1 point. Hopefully the Vulcans praying that he misses this one too as well.
So he goes 1 of 2, makes it a 1-point game, 64-63. Pegram brings it up, 3:50 left to go. Williams tees up a long ranger. Oh, and can't hit. Gannon the other way with Awoye.
That's very uncharacteristic from Williams, shooting over the back of the rim there, kind of missing everything but the backboard. So
Johnson up top. Awoye sliding over. California now. Johnson. Now Fustine back over to Awoye. Under 10 to shoot for Gannon. Johnson off the back. Tucked up by Dobbs and out of bounds, but it's going to be a foul here, so I think Cicero is going to shoot 2.
Foul number 5, Brent Pegram. That's his
Third on Brent Pegram. 10 on the team now.
Cicero at the line, 2 shots.
That miss might still be fresh in his mind. I take that back as he pots that one. Ties it up at 64.
and Vulcan's banking on a miss here, trying to drive it down the court and get a bucket.
Gannon takes the lead, 65-64. Pegram brings it forward now. Gannon trying to lock down on defense here. They almost are successful, but Pegram gets it back. Williams dump off to Collins. Collins almost lost it.
So you look to call an offensive foul on Williams, I believe, but Collins got to get the ball in Collins' hands earlier than that, because he has the hot hand right now. I believe he has the only 4 points in the overtime for this Vulcans team.
Some foul trouble going on here. Everybody on the court except for Gessner for California has 3 fouls. Gannon's still up by 1. Gannon in a double bonus. Johnson inside, trying to find a way out. He's going to have to probably shoot. Dobbs inside. Oh, poked out of the hands. Now Johnson gets it. Awoye down inside. Cicero blocked away by Williams. Gessner falls on top with jump ball. Arrow reads Golden Knights on the jump ball.
As the shot clock ran out at the same time as the jump ball there, so if the refs waited 1 more second to call that jump ball, it would have been a turnover, and now they do end up calling the shot clock violation, so Vulcan's ball.
Big series there. California's got it back. 2:30 left to go.
Right now, you kind of want to take the air out of the ball a little bit on this possession, especially. Just get it in Collins' hands, let him do his work, and he'll take it to the rack and show you why he is a freshman phenom.
It's with Collins. Gessner alone in the corner. He's shooting. Oh, put a bit too much on the side there as it bounces right off. Here comes Johnson the other way. Johnson to Awoye. Now back to Johnson. 2 minutes left to go and some change here at the Convo Center in this overtime session. Gannon up by 1. Cicero down inside. Falling on top of that one. Another jump ball.
As I don't think the ref saw it, but Cicero's leg went out of bounds for a split second there, and he quickly pulled it back in. I don't know if his hand was on the ball yet or not, but if it was, then it could be California ball, but they don't see it, unfortunately.
So 1:57 the clock has left in this one. Fustine got the high pass. Johnson rolling with it in front of Gessner. 4 to shoot 3. Fustine cans the long range shot, and that could be a dagger, Devin.
Yeah, that just deflates, pops the whole balloon of the comeback. But you never know, maybe they could feel something coming off the bench. Danny Sankum loves drawing up some plays coming out of the timeout, so maybe he'll draw up something to convert.
Need to think of something here. Keep the comeback alive. There you see all our social media outlets. And a nice pair of Timberlands too while we're at it. Anyway, CUTV_PA. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, California University of Television. You know where all the good Facebook stuff is. We put shows up there. YouTube, of course, You can catch our road streams there. You might actually be watching on there right now. And Instagram, CUTV_PA.
And Instagram is something that we have a lackluster of, as I believe the password was lost for a little bit. But I think we're going to get back on that soon. So just stay tuned, follow us on Instagram, get the followers up, and maybe we'll start giving that daily, not daily, game day. Every game day we'll post something special.
Gonna have to put my detective hat on to try to track down that password. Not quite sure what happened to it.
Hopefully they drew up a nice play for Collins, getting an ISO maybe, so he can just beat his man off the dribble as Gannon will change the matchup there and put.
Outside, Williams might have took a shove there. I think he did from Cicero, because you don't just fall like that without some help.
Yeah, you definitely don't, and I believe they will be shooting 2 at the foul line, so this is where California has to start converting at the foul line. If they go empty-handed here, that would be basically they put the dagger in themselves.
Two big free throws for Williams. Hits the first, that's clutch. Brings it back to a 3-point lead. See if he can make it a 2-point lead. Oh, that one bounces in and out. So it's a 3-point lead for Gannon with 1:30 left to go.
Yeah, Vulcans need to stop here. Way to not go empty-handed from the foul line, but wanted a little bit more from Williams in that one.
Johnson steps up, shoots. Off the back of the rim, no good. Aquara pulls down the board. 1:10 left to go. On the corner, Gessner inside to Pegram. Pegram rolling. Tries to get some separation. Now it goes back to Collins. Collins puts Owoye on skates and puts that one in.
And Collins off the first dribble, off that first step, can beat anybody. Anybody on the court right now, and that is what he just did, getting his points.
We've got under a minute left to go. Gannon up by 1.
As I believe Zion Collins is calling for a sub, maybe a cramp in his hand.
It's a shot. That one got knocked away. Gessner's got it. It's falling out. Has to go to Aquara. Here's Aquara back on the other side. Ike takes on his matchup, puts up a shot. Oh, he can't hit on that one. Pegram's forced to foul there. Just, oh, so close, but so far, Devin.
Yeah, definitely. And then you had Collins with a hand cramp mid-defensive possession there. Now I believe he's better, but never want to see that.
And that's really a tank move there to be able to stick out there like that. You really got to fight through things like that, and that just proves he got an iron will out there.
Yeah, you could see him stretching his left hand. I believe that was the hand that got cramped up, because you saw his pointer finger was pointing the opposite way.
So here are 2 shots now for Matt Johnson. Johnson can't hit the first.
As the Convocation Center is alive right now.
People are excited. We're excited too. Johnson coming up on the second. A lot of noise here in the Convo Center. Here it is. Johnson can't hit the second. Can Gannon get it back? Williams falling for it. Could be, right out of bounds. And it's going to be Gannon ball. Or California basketball.
18 seconds to go. Give it to Collins. Let him work.
Pointed one way, changed to after. I thought it was going to be Gannon ball, but here we go. Pegram, 18 seconds and rolling. It looks like Coach Sancombe will take a timeout there to sort things out, Devin.
Yes, and he always loves getting the ball right there on the sideline at the hash mark, wanting to draw up a play. He he's very successful on that, as we saw in the last game against Edinburgh. Very successful. I believe like 90% of the times they came out of the timeout and they ran a play, it actually ended up working for the Vulcans. So maybe he draws up something special here for Collins or Pegram, get them in the zone and see if they have some ice in their veins.
That's what you're going to need. Everybody making their way down courtside here to bring the heat.
Looks like all the football players are stacking up.
They're stacking up. They know what's at stake here.
And they actually can't stay on the sideline, so they're going to have to go back up.
There they go, back up. So you're just going to have to make the quick trip down the stairs. Just don't fall.
Yeah, keep everybody safe for next year.
Yeah, we don't want anything bad, so just don't fall on your way back down if you need to come back. That'd make Noah very sad.
Yes. As he was announcing radio right now, it's Danny Beck, and I'm sure they're doing a phenomenal job.
Of course. Williams will bring the inbound here. 16.8 seconds left. Pegram chases it down, and here we go. Over to Collins. Collins trying to put a move on Alwoye. Floats it up and in, right off the backboard. California getting some big points there. Taking a lead, 69-68.
And that's what he has in his arsenal. He's been doing it all game. Taking his defender off the first step and getting the contact. They don't call the contact, so it's not enough. But still getting the floater up and in off the glass. It's just amazing what he can do with the floater. Reminds me a lot of Derrick Rose in Chicago when he would just throw up a floater, it would go in every time.
That's a big move for Collins down there. Sometimes the glass can be your best friend.
Yes, you always want to aim for that little white box. If you never played basketball before or don't know the fundamentals yet, all you got to look at is that little white box above the rim. If you hit it in there, you got it.
9.9 seconds left to go for this contest.
As one thing you want to avoid totally if you're the Vulcans, no fouls. And you can see the coaches pressing that right now. No fouls, no fouls.
Bringing the defense chant here. Everybody's up. And if you're not up, shame on you, man. This is a good one. Gannon with the inbounds. Owoye's got it. 9-8, 7, 6, 5. He almost trips 4 in the hands of Johnson. 3, 2, Cicero. And they're going to call a block on Aquara. Whoa, goodness.
Oh my goodness. In a tight game like this, especially with Aquara being set, you would rather see a no call in that situation, especially with there being 1.6 seconds left. There was no definitive evidence if it was a block or not.
Well, here we go. These are probably going to determine the game. Cicero on the first. Pops it. So we're back square again. 69 all around.
All tied up now.
This is it. Cicero potentially for the win. Can he hit it? And he does. So there's a second. 1.6. Collins running up the court, shooting, and that will be the end of the game. Gannon getting the good call there. A chance to shoot off the blocking foul, and they pick up the win, 70-69.
And the foul. Excuse me. Foul shots. Name of the game. Last 2 games, the Vulcans shot themselves in the foot because of foul shots.
Gotta make those.
They're a kryptonite.
You gotta make those, but nonetheless, definitely a thriller. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll be back again on Saturday from Hamer Hall with the matchup against UPJ. But in the meantime, for everybody on crew, for my color analyst, Devin Harena, and myself, good night, California, and we will see you again soon.